Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Akuban Nights, Budarios' Flashback. You wake up in your bed. You have been tended to by a doctor because you were badly wounded. I'm going to put your current debt around 40 silver. I think you did make a little bit of money in the few days before you got your ass beaten into hell and back.
I love it that you're keeping track of that.
Yep. And at this point, what do you do? What do you do?
I think I'm just gonna sit in my cell and contemplating about the situation, talking loud. I need to get out of here. I can't stay forever. I haven't seen the sun in 3 weeks. It's killing me.
Yeah, and as you're going through this, you realize that there's something wrong with your hands. They are wrapped and bound with some sort of fabric that has left them closed fists, and they are tied all over the place and then wrapped down the arm and this big complicated knot of probably not just like bandages but also twine and ropes to keep your hands stuck.
Okay, but I can still feel all my fingers, right?
They're all there.
Like I'm suddenly 9-finger bud.
Right. They're all still there, but they are like tied and taped and wrapped into fists.
Trying to bite them off a bit. Is that possible? Even?
Yeah, you can go a hold on. You can try and bite at them. But as you start to do so, your bunkmate, Carl, yells something in Drekkisian that you don't know. And moments later, Raleigh arrives at your door and looks in on you. Well.
What do you want, Raleigh?
I didn't think I had to tell you. There were no weapons allowed in a fist fight. It seemed as plain as the nose on my face.
Should have told me about the costs as well. For you as plain as for me.
You are in Outlast. You should expect Outlastian behavior. And if you cannot outlast your debts, you will die here.
Are the rest of the Drekkisian people as tortured souls as those in Outlast? Are they all behaving like you?
We are the strongest around.
I think all this lust for power and is being stronger than one another. You're just trying to hide your shame in front of your own people. Because when you had the chance to stand strong, you didn't. And you joined the Akubans. You became traitors. And now you're trying to play strong, to forget everything that happened in the past.
You are very well educated and spoken for the son of a scribe.
My father worked for a nobleman. And I'm from High Castle. You know High Castle. We are known to be a bit aloof and noble.
Well,
And if you want to know my name is Alcaros of High Castle.
Your name is Punching Bag.
Rather call me
Punching
Shiv,
Bag
then.
number 9, actually. And Shiving shakes his head, and he holds up the bloody, by now dried blood shiv that you used. This, looks at it and puts it back in his pocket, is not something you want to be called. I don't think you want that reputation here.
I don't care what you call me. I want out of here. And if Skull is the one standing in my way, I will get out of here. I need to. I can't stand here all the time. I need something else. Give me something else to do. I fight. I don't care. Now don't let me rot in this cell here. I'm worth more.
What are you worth? A king's ransom? Is that what you're worth?
King's ransom. No. But I know that I'm not meant to die here as a punching bag.
You are meant to do whatever Tempos has decided is appropriate for you. And right now, Tempos has decided you are punching bag number 9. And you are going to get up, you're going to march out there, and you're going to fight Mongo again. And you're going to keep fighting Mongo, and Skull, and the others, until you have earned your freedom and your pay. If you keep chafing against the system, you will find the system will win. I don't know where this spoiled, entitled, I'm worth more than a sewer rat attitude comes from. It's certainly not the attitude of any of our people.
Are you done? Punching bag number 9 needs to rest.
Punching bag number 9 needs to fight. And he angrily moves into your room and grabs you by your shoulders and forces you out and throws you into the main fighting area. And this time it's not just Mongo, it's Mongo and Skull. And Skull's patched up on his side, and they're both waiting for you. And it's a fast fight. It's not even a fight. They just beat the shit out of you.
I understand.
You even if you fall into a ball and curl up, they just fuck you up.
I deserve it. Out of character. I get it. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I'm gonna curl up, trying to cover everything I have, and then just get beaten to shit. It's fine, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bud isn't happy. He's hurting, and he's crying and screaming as well until he's unconscious. Then he's just pissing himself.
Well, you will wake up maybe like 3 or 4 days later after this beating. It's a tough one.
Is it 40 silver more?
When you wake up, you'll notice that there are some chalk markings above your bed. And it says 55 SP. Which is 550 copper or 5.5 gold. And what are you gonna do, bud, huh? Are you gonna keep trying to escape? Are you gonna keep trying to flee?
Well,
a new plan.
His plan is to get to rank 4 and flee once he's able to get officially somewhere out where he isn't in reach of him. That's his next idea.
So how are you going to get to rank 4?
Well, he hates it, and he doesn't... I guess he will have to train hard. He can't change it. He can't beat the system if he doesn't right now. He's not in a position. He's at the bottom. He doesn't know what to do. He needs to arrive at a certain point where he's able to beat the system or find someone who's able to help him. But it seems like, is everyone here? Is every punching bag Drekkisian?
Most of them are Drekkisian, certainly. There's one person that looks not Drekkisian. He might be Mistrayan, or maybe from one of the free cities or something. Yeah.
Does he speak Eridonian? Am I able to make a friend here?
He speaks a little Eridonian.
So you... What's his name?
Dolly.
Dolly?
D-A-L-I? Dolly?
Okay, Dolly, okay. That's for Dolly, D-O-L-L.
Oh, no.
Okay, Dolly, what? Dolly, okay. I guess I'm gonna bring him some water. Fill up his water cup in his cell, and just try to use the time to talk. Dolly, is it right?
Yeah.
Do you make out of all this?
What?
Of all this fighting?
Oh, it's good.
Do you want to...
It's very good.
What? Are there only people with an intelligence of 8 here? They can't all enjoy fighting. That's not possible. Am I the only one who's against his wills here?
You like fighting?
No.
Why you sign up?
I didn't sign up. I was captured.
Oh, I volunteer.
Oh, how much money do you have?
I don't know.
So you can leave when you want to leave?
I don't want to leave.
Huh? What if your family gets ill?
Oh, no family. They,
if you find...
I'll die.
Oh. Is there a woman waiting for you? Someone who loves you?
No, she's dead too. I, come to learn to fight, to get revenge.
Oh. Revenge against what? Who?
Bad man. Horseman. Steel man.
Why don't you take a sword and just cut him to pieces?
I don't know. Don't know how. I come here to learn. Step 1, punch. Step 2, stab.
Don't you want a better life than in this cell?
I had good life.
Yes, but you need revenge. I get it. You need to beat Skull. If you beat Skull, you get his place. That's what
He
I
shrugs.
heard.
Yeah, but no. I want to learn. I want to be I want to be best Dolly of all Dolly. You know? I want to be stronger Dolly.
And you will, my friend. I think you will be the greatest Dolly of them all. Thank you for listening to me.
I want to be best self.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
I understand. Thank you. Good luck.
And you want to escape? Want to run?
No. I love it here. I don't want to run. It's great. Thank you. and just leave the cell. Holy hell. Where am I? Is there no one who I can... What's with the doctor? Let's try the doctor. Hendrik.
He comes on over. Ah, yes. You okay?
You
Have you been
here,
chewing
right?
at your bandages again?
No.
He shakes his head.
No. I have a great idea.
Ah, okay.
Yes. You lend me 55 silver, and I be your assistant for the rest of your life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, he puts out a hand to shake yours.
I don't believe you.
Shake!
There's some... No.
Oh,
That
you
was
have
too
no hand
easy.
to shake? Oh, you
was-
only have fists to fight with? Oh, no. Well, when you have hand to shake with, then come back. He gives you a big, broad smile. You know, before I was a doctor, I was a fighter.
I knew it. I knew I had so much luck in here. There are only fighters, and you love it here, right? You're really happy here. Not?
I left. I earned my freedom. I was a slave. I earned my freedom. I fought. Done.
Well, you didn't move far. You're still here?
I moved to Pernissus. Do you know the place? It's far, far on the other side of Drekkis. There I met a woman. I had children. I learned to be a
good.
doctor instead of a fighter.
Great.
But every day, there was something missing. The smell, the sweat, the blood, the adrenaline, the fear, the cheering crowd. You haven't heard the crowd yet. Once you hear the crowd, you will never, ever unhear it. 10 years after that, I came back. I brought my wife. I brought my children. We moved back to Outlast. I came back here, not as a fighter, because I had to care for my family, but as a doctor. This place made me who I am today. This place made me strong, made me smart, made me fast, made me capable. This place turned me from a cowardly peasant pressed into an army who was captured and pissed himself his first night here, to one of the better fighters and a very good doctor. Good husband, good father, good lover.
Shouldn't a good father teach his kids kindness, love, understanding of each other?
Yes, and yes.
And that you help people in need?
Yes. These are good things.
There's nothing wrong with not being strong.
Oh, there is. There is.
No.
The strong will always take advantage of the weak. Always. You can't help people if you are weak. You can only help people if you are strong. So if you want to help people, you must be strong to do so. You are very young. You will understand these things in time.
You're crazy. You're all just crazy. And maybe I'm crazy too. Maybe I will become crazy. But I can't. That's not...
Oh. You're feeling sad. Alone. Lost?
I'm feeling betrayed by someone who said I would have only needed to stay here for 5 days. Work of 5 silver. Now it's 55, and I will never see the day of light again if I'm not able to make it out of here. No, I'm feeling really good. I'm really happy. Don't you see it in my face?
It's okay. It's okay. If you were a good fighter, if you were strong, you would have been here for 5 days, and then you would be gone. But you are weak. And the strong, he says, motioning to Raleigh, who's over there talking with Mongo. If you were strong, or the strong take advantage of the weak. It is the way of the world. Today, you learn a very important lesson. Right?
I'm just happy you're my doctor. And I don't want to offend you, because I need you. And offending the one who's stitching you together is a bad idea. So, I am thankful for the time. I don't need your service, and
okay. Do you
I
need
will go training now.
Do you need me to send a message somewhere for you?
No.
I will not charge you.
Not now, but maybe later. No. It's fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I'm slowly moving towards the exit.
That's fine.
Just casually, like normal.
Yeah,
like a normal being. Just
Hendrik just heads back towards someone else.
Mm.
Yep. You make your way to the edge of that staircase that's right there. You can look up it, and at the very top, there's a door, and through the bottom slit of the door, you can see a little bit of daylight, just a crack of daylight. It's the only way of knowing what time of day it is, actually. Sorry.
Let's move up the stairs.
Sure. You walk up the stairs. It's 20 feet up. And at the top is a half-orc.
Ah, my friend. I speak in Aridonian. We haven't seen each other for so many days. What has it been? 20 days? 24? I don't... Who keeps count? But I missed your face. You're such a nice and warming soul. And I just wanted to take a quick piss outside. Fresh air, you know? Not getting crazy. So, I just motion, like, past him to let me out.
And he takes his arm and, like, motions it right to the door, holding it in front of the door.
Thank you. And I move to the door.
And then he takes the arm and he goes to push you down the stairs. Give me an opposed strength check.
Jesus, I knew it.
You're gonna tumble and take 2d6 damage if you fail this.
Duh.
Oh, he rolls really badly. He rolls a 3 plus...
28.
What is this? Oh, there's no way he's gonna be able to pass that. So he tries to push you, and it just pushes firmly against your chest in like a... I'm not gonna let you out, but not strong enough to knock you down the stairs.
Okay. Was worth a try.
And that's, I think, when you notice that his left hand is holding a dagger, like on the hilt of a dagger. He hasn't drawn it, but it's there, ready to be pulled.
Do you even understand me? Just the word I'm saying? No?
Yeah.
Yeah, you do? Great.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
You look like Mongo's little sister.
Yeah.
His tiny, ugly, really, really ugly sister.
He points down the staircase with the hand that was on the dagger. Still, the one across the door is there. He points down and goes, yeah.
You know, the sister who can't even get people that are uglier to have a relationship with her. Who's alone all her life and dies sadly.
Yeah, he says, pointing.
I thought so. And I move down the stairs.
He goes back to his duties at the door.
Okay.
Okay. You head back down.
This night, Badarius is going to kind of make a pact with himself. He's going to train, and he's going to get out of here. But he's going to try to accept the system for now. Until he's strong enough to break it. Right now he isn't.
I want you to give me another attack roll to see how your next week or so goes. Oh.
18.
Once you settle on it, once you decide that this is where you are and this is what you're doing, things begin to go a lot easier for you. You sort out the things you need to sort out mentally, and you start not really falling unconscious anymore. You actually end up holding your own against Mongo for a whole round, a whole back and forth sparring. You're still battered by the end of it, but you don't fall unconscious for the first time. And why don't we take your very first non-partisan weapon proficiency? Because old Badarios has ambidexterity, wrestling, and 2 slots in martial arts. So why don't you pick the first one that you want and go ahead and grab yourself a weapon proficiency slot. Also, your debt goes down. You only owe 50 silver now.
Great. So... yeah, I guess he's going to pick up... let's start with the basics. I think he's not really up to learning the martial arts yet. I don't know. Maybe is he? Yeah,
maybe
he
it's
is.
the style D, the defensive style first. I mean, that's just a suggestion because you keep getting battered and knocked around, and if your AC stays 10, you're gonna have a hard time getting anywhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how we want to do this. Do we want to use the thing that we created and set up for Budarius in Akuban Knights, or are we going to use the combat and tactics thing?
No, we'll use the thing that we set up Budarius for in Akuban Knights, but that still is drawn from the combat and tactics, right? That still uses the... what did you have, like style A and D?
That was... and the system we used was from the Fighter's Handbook.
Oh, okay.
So I could take a slot in... I guess I'm not really dexterous. My AC is never gonna go really up.
Okay. Well, what do you want then?
I think he's gonna take because it makes it easier to hit. Yeah, he's gonna take a slot in martial arts, I guess.
You called it Thraknor or something?
Yeah, Thraknor.
Thraknor.
Which means full Drekkisian for full of body.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
And what does this first slot give you?
The first slot gives me +1 to hit and +1 to damage.
Okay. And you're still doing D2s?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless I use some knuckles or anything.
Right. Okay. +1 to hit and +1 to damage. Starting to be able to hold your own.
And I can roll on my freaking table now and shift the result 1 up or 1 down. So
perfect.
Cool. So yep. I mean, what he's still missing is tumbling. I'm just gonna X that now, so I know that it isn't.
And wrestling.
Yes, and wrestling and ambidexterity and singing, but that's gonna not happen anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but cool. So, I think there's a lesson that Bud is learning here, that the things they are teaching him aren't that wrong, but the way they are using it is. So he thinks that strength is necessary, or necessary to get a result, but not to oppress people. So I guess that's the gist of it that he's taking from the current situation right now. And he still wants to beat Skull, so whatever happens, he still wants to get out of here and at least see some daylight. That's his first goal.
Right. Well, let's see. Where are we? This is going to be... So you'll have been here for about a month now, I think. You haven't seen the outside. You haven't been into the pits. Every now and then when a fight is going on and one of the fighters from here has to head out, you'll hear the gates opening and you can hear the crowd from afar, but it's just like the faint whisper of background white noise.
Who's going to fight out there? Are the other two coming back, number 2 and number 3 at some point?
They have returned, yes.
What can you tell me about them?
Let me get their names down first. Number 2 is a man called Maipai. Maipai. He is Matavan in nature. And let me just bring it down. And number 3 is let's see what's a good fight. Wage is his name.
And he's Dreckissian?
He is Dreckissian, yeah.
Okay.
Mongo is the biggest, toughest guy around here. By now, you've figured out that he's got 17 strength, 16 dex, 15 con. And he's about a 5th level fighter. He is a tough son of a bitch. Skull is about a 1st level fighter with maybe 13 strength, 18 dex, 14 con. The rest of them don't really matter. You haven't fought Maipai or Wage yet, but you've seen them spar. And you get the general impression that Maipai is maybe 3rd level and Wage is 2nd level. But there seems to be like a significant difference between these people. How would I say, like, Skull is very fast and he leans on his speed as a bit of a crutch. Like, he's flexible. He can do all these fancy tricks and he can stay out of the way of people, but his form is sort of lacking, or at least his strikes are lacking. They're all this sort of like showboaty, over-the-top things that lack any sort of control. Wage is similar, but he's more of like a street brawler, so he's effective and brutal, and he really likes to get in close. But there's very little discipline there. He's almost like a rage fighter, almost like barbarian or berserker style. Disciplined. If I don't make notes now, I'll never remember them. Perform. Maipai is like a gimmick fighter. He's got all of these really bizarre and out there and like creative things that he does that you would never expect. Like, he's really good at looking like he's about to throw a right hook and then it's like actually a left kick or something. Or he'll look like he's falling backwards, but really he's doing like a back roll and trying to kick you in the same process. He's like almost like a showboaty carnival trickster, sort of drunken fighter style thing, if you watch any of Jackie Chan's old shit.
Okay. But he's using a lot of feints to misguide and mislead you where his real attacks are coming from.
Yeah. So he's got skill, but he doesn't have particularly good speed or particularly good power, or, his form is fine, but it's all like kind of confusing and difficult to fight against him. Specifically, Wage has a really hard time with Mai Pei, and that's why he can't move up, is because he's such like a street brawler who's so in the moment and like reading his enemy and reacting instinctively that he just can't fight Mai Pei because his instinct is worth nothing against this guy who looks like he's a drunken brawler. And Mongo, he's just like strong and smart and disciplined and focused. He's got all the things that you need to be. He's got it all. His speed could be a little bit better. It's not bad, but it could be better. Mongo's a real warrior here. Yep.
Mai Pei, does he speak, does any one of them speak Eridonian?
Let's see. Mai Pei certainly does not. You can tell he barely speaks Drekkisian. His Drekkisian is super, super broken. Every now and then you'll hear him talking in Matavan, and it's a completely foreign language group. You can recognize it, and he'll talk to himself in Matavan, but he doesn't really speak much. Wage does speak Eridonian pretty well. Yeah.
When we're eating in the mess hall, are they sitting together, or do they all have their own corners?
Oh yeah, they give each other space. They're all sort of competing. Mongo's the only one who doesn't give a shit where he sits. He just sits wherever he wants to sit, and people move around him. Even the other three just shift when Mongo comes up.
Is the food rationed?
No.
No. Okay.
You pay a flat fee of 5 copper a day for food and water and housing and all these lovely things.
Well, that's great. So happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna approach Wage then, because I know I'm able to talk to him. So you're Wage. I heard a lot about you.
Number 9.
Fighter.
Why are you talking to me? Huh? What makes you think you're so special you can talk to number 3? I'm just giving you a hard time, buddy. How's it going?
Great. I'm learning. Picking up things. Not as good as you. I guess I'll never will be.
Certainly not with that defeatist attitude. Self-pitying's for losers. No one will ever love you if you don't love yourself. That's not a joke.
Is that... Why? I'm curious. And I know you've been out there in the arena. I heard some cheers, faintly, not loud, but how is it in the arena?
Like nothing the world has to offer. I've been all over. I've found myself at the bottom of the deepest pit you can find, and I've been fabulously wealthy and spent it all on booze and women and drugs and entertainment and feasts. And yet, there's nothing I like better than the sound of the arena.
What do you think about Skull?
Chump. He's fast, I'll give him that. He's flexible. But Skull, well, he's got a thick skull. There's no brains inside of there. There's no real person. There's just I don't know, a flexi toy of some kind. And he gives a look over to Skull, who clearly overheard all of this, and he just gives him like a nodding smile.
I'm just wondering how... I want this place. I want to see the arena. I'm down here for a month now, and I haven't seen the sun. It's driving me crazy. Never been locked up anywhere before.
It's only been a month, huh? Wow, let's see. When I first arrived, I didn't see the sun for 4 months. God, when I first stepped out into that arena the first time, I lost my fight like that because I was so blinded that I just couldn't even see what was happening. You don't realize how strong Illumis is until you haven't seen him in a while.
Sometimes I'm dreaming of him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dreaming just sitting outside, just looking at the sun. Nothing else.
Well, I do love the warm rays on my skin. Feels great.
What is happening with the world? Everything's still standing? Is there another war? What's going on?
The world keeps turning. It always will. Nothing's ever gonna change that.
That's true.
Yep. Nothing out there.
Then no one will miss me. Sitting here.
Woohoo! No one's gonna miss me! Fucking crybaby, why don't you go hang out with the rest of the punching bags? When you've become a man, then you can sit and talk to me. And he like elbows you to get you out of the way and spreads his legs and takes a wide stance with his arms to take up as much table space as possible. He really doesn't like the self-deprecation. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't want to offend you.
Fuck off, kid. He grumbles at you.
Hey. Okay, I learned that as well. Good.
Yeah. There's not a lot of friendly people down here in these pits.
No, not really. But that's good to know.
Poor Bud.
Skull doesn't understand me at all, right?
Nope. Not until you learn Drekkisian will the two of you be able to communicate. And that is probably many months away. You might be picking up little pieces here and there, especially words that get repeated a lot, like, left, right, up, down, jab, kick. All the combat terms are sort of coming slowly but surely. But like day-to-day conversation, not so much.
It seems like, but yeah, it will take him a lot longer to get out of here than he thought.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of training and time and. I'm still thinking about if he's able to pin maybe Skull against Wage, have a fight on the next day. He can't speak anything. That's can't speak the language. He's frustrated and doesn't really know what how to approach it. So well, he's continue with his training for the next couple of weeks, I guess.
All right. Why don't you give me another attack roll to see how well you do this next week?
5.
Terribly. So terribly. Maybe you get a little too confident or something. You end up fighting my pay, pretty early on in that week, and it's a blur. Like, he's never in the spot you think he is. All of a sudden there's like a pain in your back, and you realize that he somehow kicked around you and hit you with his heel from behind, and you're falling towards him, and then it's like a slap in the face. You end up getting the shit beaten out of you enough that you definitely need a doctor, and your debt goes up to 70. You need a couple of doctors, and you're out for a little while, so you can't earn your pay while you're unconscious, and then you gotta eat, and it's a mess. You've definitely broken a finger, which is still bandaged, by the way. Your hands haven't been free in what must be 2 weeks now, and you've broken a toe too, fighting my pay. They'll heal, but
I mean, at least they're in the right place. I mean, they can't move anyway, so
that's true.
The bones are fine. Fighting my pay. I guess I'm trying to get better by him a bit more often.
Mm-hmm.
But not to win. But I want to find out if there's a pattern to his attacks. If there's anything that would help someone fight him.
Against my pay?
Yeah. I mean, not myself. I'm not good enough, but is there any sort of when he does one of his attacks, if there's any giveaways, which sort of way his next attack might end up?
You're talking to maybe Dolly at this point about this, and Dolly goes, "No, that why he is so good. No idea where he go. He go left and he end up right. It's magic. I think he witch." You see? Look, and he shows as you're watching him fight, and it's crazy. You know, he'll moonwalk backwards and still be striking forwards, and end up like reached out with his foot behind him and his hand in front of him, and it's an amazing style, but it's it's awkward, hard to fight. Yep. Give me another attack roll. See how the next week goes. Oh, wow.
18.
It goes very well for you. You work off. You don't need a doctor at all for the next week, so you will work off 3.5 silver. No, you should be able to work it off a little faster than that somehow, right? Because you get a silver a day. But you have to pay 5 copper a day. That's 3.5. Yeah. So you go down to 66.5.
Great. So,
great.
I think if we keep that up, I'm gonna be so much in debt we can buy a kingdom after 12 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's an abusive system. It might not even be legal. Or it might be legal, but who
am I to judge it, right? I mean, I can't even escape it, so...
How could you even tell the authorities? And if you could, would they care? Yes, this is definitely like some shady-ass brothel where they're like, you know, shooting up their sex workers and then charging them for the dosage, the drugs, and then having them work it off, and it's a vicious cycle that will never end. Unless you can find a way to make some real money. Unless you can find a way to get out into the arena. And I think after this has now been another 2 weeks on top of your first month, so we're at like 6 weeks in here. You get another good match with Skull, or we'll play out another match with Skull to see how it goes. You guys probably haven't fought each other in a little while. You've been fighting with my pay a whole bunch. You haven't fought Wage yet. And let's see how this goes. Let me get my battle music up here first. All right. All right, you get a good spar with Skrull. He's been warming up with some other people. They've been battling back and forth. They've been dismissed to the side, and you get brought up as just another person for him to fight with, you know? But there's that body language communication when you step up, that he knows you're not here just to block and defend against blows and practice. You're here to fight. So let's do it.
So Skull. 9.
Same roll for him. Do you have
So,
something?
Skull, how does it feel to be always rank 4, knowing you will never be able to beat Vage?
Is this all in Eridonian, or are you trying to put in some Drekkisian here?
Drekkisian. The words that I know in Drekkisian, I'm gonna speak Drekkisian.
Rank 4 is
yeah.
one he knows. And maybe he doesn't, or one that you know and he knows, and maybe he doesn't understand the rest of it, but the rank 4 clicks with him, because he's feeling it. He's been rank 4 a long time. Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping.
Okay, let's start it off.
Oh, I get my second attack as well. For
Nice.
rank 1.
Okay,
Not
so
forget-
Skull is going to come at you with both fists. He throws a left. Ooh, it's a 7. He throws a right. It's a 5. Neither of them land.
Whew. 19.
Ooh. You clear by 5. You crit, Skull.
So that's an 18. It could be a 19. Let's take a look what it is. Oh, I think the damage will be off. Yeah, let's not use that. It's I twist his arm.
Mm-hmm.
2d2 plus 1. Or 4 points of damage.
Ooh. It's a really good blow against him. He seems surprised by it. You know? And what sort of attack did you say this was?
That's an arm twist.
Yeah, he squelches as you twist it, and we roll into the second round.
I have my second attack.
Isn't it 2 attack 1 and then 2?
No.
1? No, it's 2 every round?
Yes.
Is it
But we can do it now in that way and up that later.
Sure. Is it it's not dual wielding like left and right, is
No.
it?
No. In the rules, it's you get 1 free attack per round.
Okay.
That's what we went for. That's what's 2 in 1. But I can't dual wield, so I can't get 1 attack for free and dual wield to get free. That's not possible. So
Okay.
we're not trying to break.
Got it. Go for it. Make your second attack. Ugh.
I missed.
Yeah, he slips out of your
Horribly.
arm twist before you can make it worse, and we move into the second round. He rolls a 12 for initiative.
9.
All right, go for it.
Seeing that I gotten better, feel a bit maybe the times are changing. Maybe not yet. Maybe he does his attack and we do it the other attacks, or should I do both attacks? Like normal.
Why don't you do one now, one at the end of the round? And since he's dual wielding, he makes them at the same time. So then he'll aim for a kick to your side, which hits. It's a blow for 2. And then as he's kicking one way, he swings and tries to backhand you, which comes short, whiffing in front of your nose. You can get your second attack.
11, another miss.
Close but no cigar. And then he gets his second attack from being a specialist, which is a 15 for 1 point of damage. A nice jab on the chin.
Wait, so he's getting free attacks around?
So he gets 3 attacks in 2 rounds from being a specialist, and then he is dual wielding because he's got such high dex he doesn't have penalties. Yeah.
What a cheater. 12.
Oh, too short. Too short.
No, that was my initiative.
Oh, that's your initiative.
I already missed.
He gets a 7, so he'll go first on this round with the left, which is a complete miss, And the right, which is more of like trying to go for like an uppercut under the chin, he scores a 14. He grabs you, but it's just like a glancing blow, just barely clipping the edge of your chin, smashing your teeth together, sending pain through your jaw, but only doing 1 point of damage. It's more shocking
Ouch.
than anything.
Yeah, but still, I'm frustrated because even with my training right now, he's still too fast. So I'm gonna try to slip out and just land an attack. No, not able to.
Nope.
So
Okay.
does he have any? Wait, I have a second attack still.
Oh, I'm sorry.
At the end of the round.
Please take it. Nope.
Now, right? Oh, frick. Ah,
He goes at 7.
I'm going at 11.
Right. The left comes in with a hit. The right comes in with a dropped die. With a miss. And he clips you for 1 point of damage again. He's just gonna whittle you down with one blow after another after another. This time it's a kick to your outer thigh. Nice strong blow.
Bastard.
Go ahead and make your 2 attacks. And he'll get a 3rd after you make both of yours. Oh!
21.
He has 14 AC, so you clear by 7. You double crit him. Single crit him. I can't do any math. Double damage him.
Oh, that's 2d2 plus 1. It's a takedown, so I throw him on the ground for 5 points of damage.
And he goes out. He hits the ground, bounces, almost gets up, and then just collapses into a little pile. And you're standing there over him, victorious for the first time since you shivved him. And a couple of the nearby punching bags get up and give a bit of applause. Wage gives you
Come on.
a bit of
Stand up.
applause too. And
Get up, Scal. Get up. It can't be over.
Hendrik comes over and goes, I think he's unconscious. I think you got him.
Got him. I
Good
got
job.
him. And I kiss him. I kiss the doctor. Like on the, on his forehead. I got him. I won. All
Good job.
drinks are on you.
No drinks are on me. But good job. Good job. Someone will have to tell Raleigh when he comes back. And by now you've noticed that Raleigh maybe spends half his day here with you guys and then the rest of the somewhere else.
What does Raleigh do something else than just his business?
You don't know. You only see him here. But whenever he leaves with those 2 girls who come with him. Yeah.
Are they his wives or?
Nobody seems to know. It is a subject of much gossip around these parts. No one knows who they are. They never talk to anybody other than him. They might smile or wave or oogle the fighters, but that's about it. Anyway, Skull is down. He is down.
But, talking about women. Anyway, I want to fight. Anyway, do.
Well, says Hendrik.
Getting out of it.
Next time Raleigh's here, we'll tell him what happened, and if you can beat Skull, best 2 out of 3, take his place.
2 out of 3.
Mm-hmm. Think you can do it again?
But I don't know. I think I got pretty lucky. I didn't even try that hard. I didn't think I could win, so.
You see, you have to be strong in your heart, or you are strong in your arms. It's like I told you. You must be strong first, then everything else.
Okay.
Alright. Raleigh will come back later that day. You know, day and night are sort of not important here.
No idea.
Yeah. And he'll see the situation. Skull is sitting by now. He's woken up, and you're like massaging his jaw and his back. He's got one of the nearby servants who are actually, stretching him out here and there. Raleigh comes over to you and goes, Well, I heard you knocked Skrull out. Congratulations.
Yeah. Didn't think I would have it in me to knock him out, but happened. Just a hit. A throw over the shoulder and he was out.
Shoulder throw, huh?
I'm trying to... You said I need to learn.
I'm glad you've taken that to heart.
Yeah. So when can I leave?
Hold on. And he walks into one of these rooms on the sides that functions as an office, pulls out like some scraps of paper or whatever, and comes back and says, in 66.5 silver.
Oh, it's only 22 more weeks or so.
Yep. Unless you take his place. You go out into the arena and you win, you get 12 silver.
Can I ask you for a favor?
But if you lose, you're probably gonna need a doctor. They don't pull punches up there. But tell me.
Can I get my hands back?
Are you going to shiv someone again?
Not for now.
Well, when that becomes an unconditional statement, we'll talk about it. But until then,
not for
keep
the
them
next
bound.
22 weeks. Not as long as I'm here.
It makes you learn. Your hands are only fists. You have to focus on them. Figure out how to use them best, how to strike. No more grabbing, picking up.
Yes,
I see you've at least learned how to eat your food.
I can't really hold anything. I can't eat my food, and I can't use the little time I have for myself to get a bit of release.
And doesn't that make you more focused?
No, not really. Each time I see you with the women, my mouth starts to water, and I'm
gives you an elbow. Make a good friend, then gives you a nod and a wink, and heads back to the rest of his work.
No. Okay, well.
No. Well, okay, sure.
That's
Is that no?
No. Even if it's the most slender male guy who from behind might look like an interesting woman, no.
But is very heterosexual. There's no room for wiggling.
There might be, but it needs to become natural, not like in a cell. And I don't know, maybe Bud would like it at some point in his life, but not right now, not that way.
I mean,
so
in a jail cell condition is when these feelings usually tend to change.
Yeah, but no. He rather keeps focused on fighting, I guess.
All right. You'll just have to stay frustrated.
Yes, he will.
All right.
At some point, he will just release everything on Skull when he's lying on the bottom in front of him.
Why don't we move into your second fight? It's probably... Okay. He'll need a day to recover. And the very next day, when you're actually awoken to him kicking the bars of your cell, despite these doors being unlocked, people are surprisingly respectful of personal space. Anyone could enter anyone's room at any time, but no one ever enters anyone's room without permission. Even, fierce rivals. It's like the one personal freedom everyone has here, and everyone goes out of their way to respect it. Unless administration needs to come in. They don't care.
As always, Bart is super overconfident, just looks at Skull and says, Skull, maybe take one more day? You look weak.
Now, says.
You want to fight Wage now?
You. Me. Now.
But don't you want to move up?
You. Dead.
Should have killed you when I had the chance.
Kill, he nods.
Oh god. What's he up to? Bastard. Okay, initiative, I guess.
Alright. He heads out into the open area. And we come into our second battle. Let's see how it goes. Let's roll some initiative.
6.
6 for him as well.
Oh boy.
Make
Classical
your rolls
start.
first.
First attack is a 12. I miss.
Yeah, and he's aiming for your fist as it comes up and hits you right in the elbow for 2 points of damage. And his left hook comes around to the other side of your arm with a 13 to hit for 1 point of damage.
So 2 and 1, right?
2 and 1, yep.
Ouch.
So you're at 7.
Second attack gets an 18.
That's a hit.
I'm at 7, yes.
Right.
And I guess it's an arm twist again. Why not? Started so good last time, so 1d2 plus 1 for 2 points of damage.
Okay. You grab and twist and yoink. He struggles in frustration and rolls into the next round of initiative. He gets a 4.
It's 5.
You get a 5, yeah. Okay. Or 7. He will go with his left, which is a natural 1, and his right, which is a 15, straight for the chest.
Ouch.
For 2 points of damage, hitting you and sending you a couple of steps backwards. He gets that confident grin, which he then quickly wipes off his face and tries to focus on the fight.
I hold my ribs and I say, you learn from Wage. Anger. It's a 16 with the first attack.
Good.
And yes, I make it a shoulder throw. As he's trying to attack me with his fast hands, I'm grabbing him, throwing him over the shoulder for 2 points of damage.
He hits the ground, tucks into a roll, hits heavily, but then manages to get up and roll out of it back to the other side of the little arena here.
Second attack, I follow him with his movement, but he's too quick. I miss him with a kick, I guess.
Yep. And as he comes up from his roll, he grabs some sand and throws it at your face.
No!
An unexpected maneuver. But it's a miss. He comes for a charge at you with his head, and you step to the side. Alright. Initiative. Wait, did he already go that round? Yes, he already went that round. That was his extra attack.
Yeah, he made 3 attacks this round.
Perfect. Okay. He goes at 7. You go for it.
First attack, 20.
You crit. Oh, you could take him down here. Max damage would knock him unconscious.
And
1 in 4 chance.
Roll 2d2, right? It's good. So I'm gonna make a low kick this time. It for a second it looks like I'm going for his crotch, but then I'm just going for the inside of his one of his knees for 5 points of damage.
And it cracks. His knee goes sideways in a way that it should never go, and he falls to the ground screaming in pain. The doctor runs over as quickly as possible, and
I shove the doctor away. Give up. Give up. I want to hear you say it. Give up.
He taps the ground twice with his hand.
Okay, I let the doctor come.
Right. The doctor takes a look at him, and it's a bit of a mess. His knee is broken. You can hear the doctor talking. Starts to panic. Raleigh steps out of his office. They're speaking really quickly in Drekkisian. The only word you catch is Martha, and the doctor bolts for the staircase. Raleigh and a few others drag Skrull to the side where he clutches his knee, which is swelling in a weird way, and the bones are misaligned, and it's at angles that should definitely not be possible. And Raleigh's over there just talking him through the pain and the broken, possibly forever knee. And your moment of victory is sort of, it's here, but no one's paying any attention. The few looks that you get are not happy ones. People are less than thrilled that you've broken his leg. Does it feel a little hollow?
Bud isn't really happy about what he's done, and about the aggression he showed, and about what he had to do to get better, to get out of the situation. But he realizes that sometimes you need to make sacrifices to your morality and to what you think is right to get into position to maybe use and show your morals again. So he's not happy about it. There's a brief second where he says, yes, I won. Finally. Yeah, I have what is mine, what I deserve. But after a brief second, it's already gone. And looking at the knee, he just says, sorry.
Yeah. The cleric of Martha comes. They take Skull away, and you don't see him for a while. But in the meantime, after he's been taken away, Raleigh begrudgingly comes over to you, takes hold of one of your hands and raises it in the air, and walks you down the hall this direction, and then into Skrull's room.
Wait. Raleigh, there's something I want to know. The new room, does it cost more?
He shakes his head.
Good.
All right. You have been promoted to number 4 here in the pits.
Great. The player is happy, but has mixed emotions.
One of the other things you'll notice is that your food you no longer have to pay for. Yeah. But you also don't get a silver a day because you're no longer a sparring partner. The only way to make money now is by fighting in arena battles, either here in Outlast or in one of the nearby cities. And Raleigh is in charge of your fighting schedule. So it's up to him when you can fight, and it's up to him when you can make money, and it's up to him sort of who you fight against. And you certainly won't be fighting against the people in this group here. You'll be fighting against others from other scubas. I think this is where we're going to end Bud's flashback. And the next time that we have an opportunity to do a one-on-one session here, we'll probably see Bud's attempt to ascend through the ranks and get himself to freedom, or at least win enough fights that he can buy his freedom.
Yeah,
I think
that would be great.
gonna be done for now. And it's been what? 3 weeks? 2 weeks? Sorry. I think it's been 7 weeks total.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
There's one last roll that I want you to make. I want you to make me a charisma check to make sure that at no point in time you've spoken enough Akuban for people to pick up on who you really are, or that you come from Akuba. This like ability to never use your native tongue around other people. Okay, it's fine. You're a
32.
controlled man.
Whew.
You speak great Eridonian. It's like speaking a second. You're fluent in it, so you have no problem just speaking Eridonian.
Okay.
But as we go forward, we'll continue to make these rolls from time to time to see if you ever slip up and people begin
That's
to
fair.
expect your... and that brings us out for the day. This was fun. I really enjoyed this flashback.
Thanks.
Oh.
It was really fun because now I know what Ryan experiences every time you play Dancing with Death on his one-on-one session. So it was really intense to have all the intention of the dungeon master. So that's something you need to get used to. That you're all the time one of the guys who needs to try to drive the story together with the dungeon master. So yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed really. I hope next week that we're a full group again. That everyone has time, because I'm really missing the 3 other guys. As much fun as it is with you, Neal. Still. Faye, Fuzzy, and there was some other one I don't remember. There's a guy, a programmer, and NECA. Yeah, NECA was it. Yeah. No, it would be great if we are all up together again and are able to play. So.
All right. Well, that is not going to be next week. Next week, I am out of town at a wedding. So there is no Akuban Nights of any kind next week. I also believe 2 of our players are out at events. I think TwitchCon Europe Berlin is happening. So most of our players couldn't make it there anyway.
Okay, well, at least then the time between the Akuban Night session isn't that long, so filling a bit of a gap.
Yeah,
thanks.
It'll be good. That's it for us. Do you have any final words, bud?
No. Oh well, join the Discord, and there are a lot of people. Subscribe to Neal. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go and subscribe to the Patreon as well. If you have $5, come on, give it to him. Order pizza, and don't forget the Shield Maidens. They're very important. Our all female channel. So yeah, and McTacky is a god. So that's it.
Yeah. All right, that's it. We will see you guys in 45 minutes for some critical feedback. Then we'll see you on Saturday for shenanigans, and we'll see you on Sunday for Homeward Bound at the same time slot that Akuban Nights normally starts at. Goodbye.
I'm really excited about it.